Liberty Avenue in the Little Guyana section of southeast Queens has become a nexus for Guyanese, Trinidadian, and West Indian migrants living in the United States. But the neighborhood is changing. New immigrants are luring Guyanese customers away from the grocers who have served them for years. Little Guyana's new immigrants come from Korea, India, and Pakistan. But the products that they sell come from Guyana.
When you go across New York, you would see these fruits and vegetables stand, and these are predominantly owned by Koreans.
Some Guyanese say that the foreign stores are better than the antiquated Guyanese groceries that line Liberty Avenue. But as long-standing Guyanese markets go out of business, 33-year-old Michael Jarbandon, manager of the neighborhood's oldest store, J&B West Indian Market, has not given up.
Well, I help manage my dad's store 7 days a week here, and been here for 31 years. My father owns a store, and it's the first store that in Richmond Hill that's a Guyanese-owned store. He put his foot in and opened a pathway for a lot of other people.
Jarbandon's father, Udit, started the family store with his brother's help in 1977, during one of the longest recessions in U.S. history. Guyanese grocers dominated Little Guyana for a decade. But, as the recession continued, other migrants arrived in Richmond Hill, looking for a quick way to make money. Among them were Korean immigrants, who, like the Guyanese before them, saw grocery stores as the quickest and easiest way to make a buck.
Korean merchants were driven to these areas because of the lack of competition. I mean, when they started moving into these neighborhoods in Queens, throughout the city, it was all happening like in the late 70s. There was the whole urban white flight that was happening. And so, there was this opportunity for Korean merchants to go in to provide groceries for these neighborhoods,
Guyanese and Korean grocers have both been able to profit from Richmond Hill's largely Indo-Caribbean shoppers, many of whom buy an international array of foods. But successive waves of migrants from India and Pakistan are once again changing the face of the area.
It's still pretty much Little Guyana, all right? I mean, if you look closely, the prevalence of businesses are Indo-Caribbean businesses, but more importantly, as you rightly said, they all cater to the Indo-Caribbean community because that's the community that's doing the majority of the shopping. The biggest community other than the Indo-Caribbeans is the Sikh population. There are about 15,000 Sikhs in South Queens. The interesting thing though is that they all come to Richmond Hill because that's where the Gurdwaras are.
Little Guyana is living on borrowed time. A lack of credit and rising unemployment are forcing older groceries to close. But, despite the difficulties of running a grocery store in a down economy, all of Little Guyana's shop owners continue to eke out a living along Liberty Avenue, and will do so for as long as they can.
Different stores, different owners. People think it's kind of easy to own a business out here, but it's not. Liberty's very saturated with certain amount of stores. People close. Some people open businesses and they're there for a year, they're gone. So because people think, Liberty's so busy, Liberty's going to be busy to make money, but they don't know what it is.